Right, so I've already got my ground sheet pit stretched out. The reason I got a ground sheet is not to protect the tent. It's because that lays out your perfect rectangle, so you can get it stretched out and you can get the guy lines taut, and you can decide on the direction your tent's going. Now, this is east, so sunset's going to be there, and sunrise over in the west. So if I have one entrance this side, and then in the morning I'll open the other entrance and hopefully get best of both worlds. Okay, I have secured the bag for the ground sheet with a clip onto my bag. They blow away incredibly easily. My tent is always the last thing in the bag, which means it's the first thing out. Potential poor weather, you want to be able to get this out quickly. I make sure when I pack my bag that my tent pegs are in there now, because I'll never forget them again. Okay, trekking pole tents need trekking poles, so set these to 125. I'm sure that everybody knows, but if you have one that has two sets of markings on them, they both need to be set at 125 for it to be 125. So I'll throw that one to that side. And this one at 125. And I'll leave that one here. So I get everything nicely out of the way. Not so it's not in the way, but if you put the stuff near where you're going to put your tent up, you're going to put your tent over it and you're going to lose it. It's just sod's law, it happens. So I've got my pegs ready. There's nothing else loose in this stuff sack, so I can take it out, immediately put some weight on it, and this little stuff sack's got some clips on it, so I will clip that around something on my bag again, so it doesn't blow away. Okay, so the Lanshan. Basically, the 4 pegs that you've put in for the ground sheet are the 4 pegs that hold the main part of the tent down. So we start. Black goes down on there. We have a yellow guy on the corner that goes over, and we have a black one on the outer. So I'm going to loop those 2 on there. Not tightening anything up at the moment. Do this corner. Over to the far side. Oh, I really am trying not to sniff. My hay fever's been quite bad. Obviously the farmers are getting the crops in at the moment, and it's been quite challenging. Now I find that the yellow one connected to the tent inner is quite hard to stretch over there, but the black one you can adjust so it isn't. Now, I have seen some people put some adjusters on these ones, and that's something I might end up doing. So yellow and the black. Okay, so at this point we're ready to start to guy out. Now this depends on where the wind is coming from. It's quite windy coming over this way, so I will get myself one of my big stakes, throw those over there where I'll need them next. And then find the loop at the top, and you need to put the handle into that loop. You need to make sure that this bit goes over there. Okay, so now it's going to start to get windy and flappy. So that goes up, and I hate these guy lines with a Velcro strap around them, which I just find is the easiest way. And we're going to put this out on quite a long guy. Now with this being Carl Wark, it's very rocky, so no, that's not deep enough. Go a bit further. See if that's any good. That's better. Oh yeah, that's really good. So that one's nice in there. Move round to the other side. Same idea, other pole goes in. To the loop up there. Velcro around the guy line. Long stake. And out she goes. And let's find a nice, oh, that's a good location. Right, so can now start to tighten a few things. Because of how flappy it is today, I'm just going to use one of these titanium spikes. And put the pole through the loop on the bottom, and that's okay. And then pull the guy I've got for the sides on the titanium spike. Behave. Good. Same on the other side. I've got another one, a spike. Which you can't see me doing this, but it's just the same thing. So I'll get this stretched out nice and tight. Good. Right. So now I can start to secure things a bit more. So get the stakes in and put a little bit of tension on the corners. Okay, so you'll see straight away that things have become less flappy as they've got tensioned out, which is obviously what we're meant to be doing. There's still some flap on that side there, and that's because the ridge line, I'm not happy with this guying out point on here, but I don't think I can take it. It's very stony. I'm going to leave that one for the moment. Okay, so in my bag I've got inside the Sea to Summit seat, if I can find the blooming thing. There we go. I have 4 little aluminium poles. With elastic on them. So I'll put the elastics around my hand, and these are just little tent extension poles which I got from OEX, from Go Outdoors. Now these side guy points don't need very much tension, but they are very useful for keeping your tent, the inner off the outer. So simple clove hitch, stick the little pole through it. And I can use one of the 6-inch carbon spikes on this one. Like I say, they don't need very much tension. That's ample. I am going to move this one. If I can get the blooming thing out. Ha, that's good. Need some stronger thread on them then. I'm going to move that a little bit further to the corner. So get it in the ground. I don't know if you saw what I did there. I have a little cord. These 9-inch ones didn't come with a cord attached, so I fitted my own. Clearly it's not strong enough, it snapped straight away on that, but what I did, I just got 2 of the 6-inch ones, sandwiched it and used that combined to loop them out. I'm of the school that I hide my guy lines. When you're stealth camping, if you have luminous guy lines, it your tent shines. So anybody with shining a torch on you sees you straight away. Now I'm not too bothered about stealthy tonight here, but I have been moved on, or asked to move on. I didn't before. Right, so I'll move that one again, a bit more to the diagonal. Get it nice and tight in, get a bit of tension on there. So I need one more carbon stake and my pole, so I'll put that down there. Right, and this one's going to be a bit tricky because I'm near the edge here, but it's not going to be a problem. So get my pole, loop together, some appropriate point, put a clove hitch on it, 2 loops, one behind the other. I'm taking that everyone knows how to do a clove hitch. Now I think last time we camped here, I think we weren't far from this location. And I seem to remember Benny and I were putting our pegs quite far down in on that occasion. Because all these do is add a bit of tension to that side. Now looking at this, I think this corner needs to come across a bit. Get a bit of tension on it. Okay, so that's the Lanshan up. Hope you've enjoyed that. People have different ways of doing them. People have different arrangements. Most people have gone for the long cord attached to there. What you can do is use this top point and attach from there to there, but this one holds the vent open when you use that one. And when you get the Lanshan, this goes down to the peg and then to this point here, and people have complained that the plastic clip breaks. Well, I've just got a little cheap carabiner which, no matter how careful you are, always manages to twist upside down. You want the clip part at the top. There we go. And you put the two tent bits on there. So, at this point, if the weather was poor, you can get everything inside, which is what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to be getting a cuppa on, I think. So, hope you've enjoyed watching that. Just a quick short one of my micro vlogs, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you.